Somebody's playing Clash.
Yes.
And it's
Shut
really
up.
loud.
Wait,
Sorry.
what?
He's playing
What
Clash of
game?
Clans.
Oh,
Clash Royale.
Or
Exactly.
Clash Royale, sorry.
Join the 2 clan. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, while you were gone, me and Nick were talking about a challenge that I came up with because he brought up the Grand Mac. I don't know if you've heard of that one, Phil. Have you?
Never heard
You know
of
the
it.
Big Mac, but this one is supposedly like twice as big.
yep.
Oh, the Grand Mac?
The
Yeah.
Grand
Yes, the Grand Mac.
And Nick said that that took a lot for him to finish. So
Yeah,
And I know Nick's a big eater, so that must be a big burger then.
or used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, so we should do like a challenge. I know, like maybe like once in a great while, because you guys are trying to be healthy and all. But I want to get like all the big burgers from each major fast food chain
Oh God.
and lay them out.
God.
No water.
Oh jeez.
Wow, you're actually setting up to kill us, dude.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
You're planning to give me cancer.
The grand
God.
challenge is what I'm calling it.
You're planning to give us all diabetes.
The I'm gonna get all kinds of diseases challenge is what I'm calling it.
Oh damn.
So
I accept that challenge.
But we're gonna start off small, maybe like a small burger. Actually, no, we should start off with a salad. You wanna do that?
I guess I won't feel too guilty about it then.
Yeah. So we gotta start off with a salad and then some fries. Maybe a quarter pounder, because those are pretty small. That's a good appetizer, right?
I guess, if you call it that.
And then end it with the Grand Mac and the Dave's triple burger at the same time.
Oh my lord.
Damn. Dude.
All in one go, what the fuck?
I feel like we're gonna get some kind of steak poisoning or something.
Dude, we should really do if we had the money to do so. We should actually like set up a place to film it, and then like we should lay out every burger, every burger, like, or the biggest burger ever, like from Teddy's, Johnny Rockets, Five Guys,
Oh yeah,
McDonald's,
we should wait for Johnny
Burger
Rockets to
King,
open up.
Jack in the Box.
Wait. Johnny Rockets? Did you say Johnny Rockets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Johnny Rockets.
Okay, it's funny you guys said that because I actually saw one in Pearl Highlands. Not kidding.
Yeah, that one
I'm not
recently opened
kidding.
up.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? Johnny Rockets? I've never seen this here before.
Yeah, it's really good.
And this was when I was dropping off Dieter to work, which was literally a couple of hours ago.
Wait, where's Dieter work?
Ross.
Oh, he got in.
Yeah, apparently.
Damn.
But not the kind of job he would hope, though.
What do you mean?
What job are we talking?
They switched him from sales associate to loss prevention.
Oh, those
That's not
guys.
bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, but he kind of doesn't like it because he's like a bench worker, so to speak, meaning they'll call him when they need him.
Oh, so
Aren't
he's
those the
like
guys that greet everybody?
Yeah, and at the same time, try to prevent anyone from possibly stealing something.
Dude, we should all go in there and just start stealing everything.
Really?
Just to fuck up his day on his first day of work. God damn. Dieter, you're fired. You didn't prevent any loss.
You didn't report anything.
Yeah. I wonder how long he'll last. I mean, I hope he does, but that's a tough job, man. Not something I want to get into.
Nick, I think you should try GameStop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually tried applying for that, but there was like something in the application that I just couldn't answer.
Which was?
I couldn't really remember, but
1+1?
No, it's actually kind of hard to explain it.
2+2.
But whatever's that doesn't really matter much because I already applied for like 2 places, one old job and other, new job.
Well, which one is this? That one.
The old one is where we first met. Air.
Don Quixote.
What's
Yeah.
the other one?
YMCA.
Oh, you still waiting for that?
Yeah.
It's been a
Apparently they never called. But so well, according to Jordan, you remember him.
Yeah.
He told me that RDC is actually low on manpower now, and they're looking for people, which would mean I'm actually in a good position to get in should they consider me.
You try Applebee's?
No.
Phil can recommend.
That's the one in Beach, right?
Yeah, and the new one is opening at KMA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a couple weeks actually. It's pretty soon. Good job. Well, if you didn't have school in the morning, we would ask you to try working our jobs,
Yeah.
but that'd require
Well,
you to have night classes.
I only have Tuesday, Thursday for classes, so
Okay.
and
So that work for you
it's
guys?
only up until what you call it's only up until lunchtime that I'm in LCC.
Right.
Okay.
You could find like a mid-noon job, starting like 1 and then ending at like 9, 1 to 9. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That way you have time to go home and shower and stuff,
Mhm.
and you can start right after school,
Yeah.
or you can work at school.
Yeah.
You
That
tried?
I actually tried that. For some reason they couldn't find a place for me to do that. So
A place for you? What do you mean? Just apply to the library. Easy.
yeah. About that. What you call? I don't know. There, because then, if it's an on-campus job, a lot of people has a tendency to actually try to go for that, and as it turns out, it looks like I was actually a bit late to the party, so to speak.
Cheryl tried applying, and then she got hired for the what was that? They look over patients or something.
Patience on patience. Patience for patience.
No, oh, it's the special kids.
Oh,
Yeah, like you have your own kid, and you just look over him, you take notes, and you get paid like 14 an hour. So
Hmm.
for like
Hmm.
4 hours a day, so it's not bad.
I never heard of that, but okay.
Yeah, you should try play. I think the GPA thing minimum was 2.25.
Yeah, they always try to measure with GPA and class credits too.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so
Oh well.
Good luck.
hey, so guys, I was reading an article on Forbes.com, and I'm reading 7 signs that you're not getting the job.
Okay.
You guys want to hear it, or next time?
Are you directing this towards Nick because he has no job?
For the most part.
Okay, let's hear it.
For the most part, but generally for also those whoever's listening to this.
For any viewers out there that can't get a job,
Any viewers
Phil has some
who
words
can't get
to
a
lay
job.
down on you. Preach, Phil.
So 7 signs you're not getting the job. Number 1, you're still in the running. Abandon your pursuit of a job opportunity when they tell you you're still in the running for the job. Why would they tell you that you're still in the running? That's like getting home from a pleasant second date with a new boo, getting a text from her or says, "Hey, I want to introduce you to my friend Chris. You two would be a cute couple. You're still in the running." Is never a signal that you should never be the top contender for a job opportunity, and you stick around. If you're not the top contender. Number 2, we love you. We just want to see more candidates. Does that sound familiar to you guys a little bit?
They're basically beating around the bush then.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not saying it thoroughly.
So when you hear "we love you," we just want to see other candidates. That's the cue for you to get out. Your interview probably went well enough to update the progress of your search. Now you just want to bring in other candidates to compare them in hopes of saving money. Nope. You can agree to sit and wait around employer and scouts the marker. If there's someone with the talents half the salary and tell them to put up or shut up, the employer will never now value you on why you should value if you don't value yourself. Okay, number two is kind of interesting because I think a lot of us in relations we kind of went through the not that we love you part, we just like we'll just find other candidates for yeah
which you never do.
Yeah.
I mean, why would they say that since you were actually the first one there? That's not fair.
Yeah, and to me that doesn't make sense. It's like would you just rather just tell me in the face that, hey, did I get the job or do I not? Or are you just gonna make me look like a jackass and just like and just wait for something else to happen?
Phil, you've been through this a lot of times. I noticed.
Yes, I
Ever since
have.
you quit sharpshooter, you had your fair amount of we'll get back to you.
Oh yeah.
All the big balls.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me when I went interview in YMCA. They said we'll be in touch. Okay.
And that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and what makes it even worse is the one job that they were looking to consider me into, which is the one that I was actually enthusiastic with, aquatics or swimming. They said, oh, the director won't be able to get back to you until after 3 weeks. And I questioned them, why that long? They said it has something to do with I don't know, some other unrelated matter. And I was like, okay.
So they didn't really come out with it thoroughly. They just said, 3 weeks.
They gave me a questionable reason, so to speak. Like, why? I mean, what's wrong with getting back to me after a couple days? If it's after a couple days, I can understand. But after 3 weeks, it's like, why that long? After all that time, what could I be doing? I might actually land into another job after just 3 weeks, and by that time, too late, I'm already working someplace else.
Yeah, sorry to say this, but that might be a sign that they want you to look for. They're hoping you could get another job within that 3 weeks.
Yeah,
that's why they
figured
dragged it that long. Not to put your hopes down, but that's the kind of.
Yeah, I know. I kind of foresaw that.
Because companies try to sugarcoat everything, right? They try to make you feel good, but in the end, they're pretty much saying, you didn't get the job. Good fucking luck.
Yeah, that's why I don't have a lot of trust in people these days. And if I do trust you, then congratulations.
Yeah.
Phil, I know you've had your fair share. You want to throw some insight here?
Okay.
Experience?
So I guess in the quote unquote, okay, hey, we'll get like the whole we'll get back to you kind of thing. I did have my fair share of those. Like, if you think about it, last year when like I was unemployed from March to October. Hold on a second, guys.
All right. Yeah, Nick, when you first quit Battle Shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long were you out? Like, I mean, you weren't looking for a job right away anyway. You said you were gonna take a break.
Yeah.
And that was a long break.
It wasn't until September or October. Yeah, October. No, September that I finally landed somewhere. But then, as I later found out, I found it to be a mistake because, one, I couldn't find time to hang out with you guys, and two, I couldn't find time to, like work on my homework. And it's even worse when they call me, hi Nick. Well, not only that, but they even call me on times where I'm supposed to be in school.
That sucks,
which
man.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, really?
You never want those jobs where they kind of go over your life, like they control your life.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't want that. Which, kind of made me regret leaving RDC in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, now that I think about it, if I never left RDC, then all of this would have never happened. Plus, it was already a good job to begin with. Now, I can't really understand why I got bored with it. You know?
Right. I mean, you can't regret what your choices, but at least you know now. You have more experience now. You know.
Yeah. Like if you actually enjoyed the job, stick with it. Especially if you like the schedule. Like if it suits you personally, by all means, do not leave it.
One other thing though, when we first got the word from, remember Phil when you told us that Battleshop was hiring?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Nick kind of got trolled by you, kind of.
Oh, I didn't mean to troll you guys.
Because you said, "Oh, we're hiring for warehouse, and they're starting at $12 an hour." None of that shit happened when we got hired, and I was like, "Why the fuck am I being a cashier, getting paid
Yeah.
$10?" Damn it, Phil. Nah.
Well,
But
no, listen, guys. I didn't know like they're gonna set you up that way.
I know. And
Yeah.
you told us rightly so a couple weeks after, right?
Yeah,
When you saw us be at the cashier,
yeah.
because
Like,
me and Nick expected to be, warehouse guys
Mm-hmm.
for the job, and we were
Which
fucking
we were
cashiers.
totally fine with.
And then when Tina said, "Oh, I'm starting Tuesday, you're gonna have to do cashier," like, oh fuck.
Seriously, that's the last thing I want to do. Face customers,
Right?
especially if they give you the biggest headache of your life.
Yeah,
yeah,
those dipping last, man.
I know.
Yep.
Good times.
Damn.
Hey,
Summer was crazy.
so I'm gonna finish this article real quick.
Yeah.
So number 3 is we're thinking of combining it with another position. Oh please, you created a job spec and advertised. It screened resumes, interviewed candidates, and used a lot of my time. Now you're thinking of combining a job opening with another opening so you can get twice as much work of the person you hire. This is a huge red flag for any job seeker. How did they get a higher up's approval to fill a job opening if the new hire wasn't tied to a big expensive problem in the first place? Companies that can get greedy, managers can start to think about pinching pennies when they get too close to making an offer, especially if they present yourself as the most agreeable and eager to please job candidate the world has ever seen. Find your voice and your backbone to set boundaries. If you don't set them now, forget about setting boundaries once you have the job. That one I never heard of.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Okay. We're putting the position on hold.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if you guys have ever heard that
You've
that
heard
one
that
before.
one, Phil. I think you're talking to yourself right now.
I know. No, man, I'm kind of reminiscing those
You're
stories.
Yeah.
So
The Applebee's, that shit was
Right.
a debacle.
Oh, well, how many job seekers hear the declaration of incompetence every day? Run away and use your time, energy, pushing opportunities with managers who know what they're doing. Well, okay. Here's the problem with Applebee's was like when they were finished first building their stuff, like there were so many issues, and
It was fishy from the get go, right?
it was super fishy from the get go. Like, the smoking or the smoke was supposed to come out of the restaurant, not into the restaurant. That was problem A.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
God damn.
Problem B was the water system, which wasn't working correctly. So I'm guessing the plumbers like really messed up on that one. And then C, which was kind of really important, was the cashier issue, or the money issue, or cashier's issue.
Wasn't the
Because
computer
none of-
system wonky too?
Or sorry, the computer system was part of that too. Like the entire computer system went straight wonky, and then so knowing, and then what sucked afterwards, like, okay, so if we can't do anything inside there, that kind of puts everyone who applied who was working there, kind of just puts them back on their butt for like the next couple weeks, and I couldn't do that, honestly.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, they made you
So-
wait like months, right?
So yeah, and it was kind of irritating actually. So I knew I never wanted to come back to it anyway. So I mean, maybe I'll come back now. Maybe I can eat there, but
Yeah.
but until then, you know, until then, I don't think. I guess the restaurant scene wasn't for me. But I can, but I can't officially say that because I haven't really worked in a restaurant. So. But other than that, yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna skip to the last one since I know a lot of us gotta go sleep soon. So,
It was mostly
final
you,
number
bro.
7. Me, but you too, kind of.
Yeah.
But
I work closer than you though.
true. Okay. So, final number 7 is an internal candidate has emerged. A famous brush off that only happens after you invested countless brain and heart cells in a job opportunity is the message. An internal candidate has emerged. Why didn't they know about the internal candidate before they wasted so much of your time? Give those undeserving people the boot and don't look back. The world is big. There's plenty of employers who won't see your brilliance. And okay, this one, last one, I have to admit was. Okay, thanks, Mom. So this one, I gotta admit, I gotta admit on this one, like, because I'm not saying, are you guys any familiar with the term like, oh, you're we're sorry, you're overqualified. We found another candidate instead.
Damn.
Have any of you guys kind of went through that
I
kind of
haven't
thing?
personally had that happen.
Not
but
personally, but I've heard that
I've heard the
happen
stories, yeah.
before.
Yeah, I'm talking to him right now.
Yeah, I know. No. Well, not just me, but I don't know if you knew anyone else who besides myself, like who went through something similar.
Right. No, I know what
Like,
you're talking about. Yeah, I get you.
like it kind of sucks when you think about it.
For sure, man.
Like I remember like the amount of times that I put in a lot of applications, a lot of the times that I got into job fairs, and then knowing that at the end of the stick you find out, oh, sorry, we found someone else who was more qualified than you. Like, doesn't that kind of give you like that really huge kick to the
Pretty much a
nuts?
bitch slap to their face.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, so this person got in like after I did, and I was the one who applied first. Why are you giving it to him? That doesn't really seem fair, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fortunate to not have that happen to me, but yeah, I can.
Yeah, me too.
I
Same
can
here.
imagine.
I'm thankful that didn't happen, but I can empathize with someone who's actually been through that.
Like, they're pretty much
And
lying
that-
to your face.
That and, apparently finders, keepers, losers, weepers doesn't apply to them.
Yep.
And
So-
you were in the position of finders, keepers, and yet that opportunity was robbed from you by just a few words.
It's pretty shitty. Can you guys see my
Okay.
screen, or is it blank?
And I can see you.
No,
I
like,
can,
Is there a blank screen by me?
yeah,
Oh,
there is
yeah.
a blank screen.
Oh shit.
But
What now?
oh, there we go. Oh no, it was just there for like 3 seconds.
Anyway, hey, who has a good movie voice?
Huh?
A good movie voice.
Not me.
Like a trailer voice or like a
Like a very, like if you were narrating a suspenseful drama.
like one of those
voice.
in the world kind of
I
like.
mean, not that cliched, but like,
Oh.
in a suspenseful tale. Like, if you can, do you have a good ghost story telling voice?
You
No.
know what this reminds me of back then? You actually made me do that one time.
Yeah, see? So you do have a good voice.
Well, yeah, but you know,
It's been a
what
while.
do I read? What do I read?
Alright. That's what I've been trying. Can you see this? I know it's really bad quality.
Not really. Why?
Can
What
you
is
see it?
that? I can see your phone, but I can't see what it's saying.
Really?
Yeah,
Phil,
well,
can you see
blank
it?
screen.
I can't see squat.
Nothing.
Even if I
Nothing.
zoom, I can't see.
Now?
Nope.
What is it? Just a blank?
It's just one big black screen.
Yeah.
How about now?
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Can you see it?
So, okay, scary story Skype conversation. Is that it?
Yes. So you're gonna read it in a very scary narrating voice, suspenseful. So get some
Okay.
water and get ready.
All right. So, scary story Skype conversation. This one's really creepy. I absolutely promise you it is. The other day, I was talking to an online friend of mine over Skype. She said, "Some weird things have been happening to me lately." I replied with a quick, "Sure, tell me." I never really believed in this whole ghost or paranormal things up until now, so I'm a bit nervous and I think I might just be overreacting. But the doctors haven't found anything psychologically wrong with me, so if you're just gonna think I'm crazy, then tell me now, cause I'll just leave. I could tell her from her reluctance that this must have been really freaking her out. I assured her, "Okay, here goes," she said, and then typed up her story. It began a few weeks ago after I read ridiculous chain letter that I didn't forward. Friends. Um, I didn't I didn't think anything of it because like I said, I didn't believe in that stuff. And the chain letter was something about creatures wearing human skin that blend in with humans. I don't know. I don't really think it's related, but it started after I deleted it. It first started in the market while I was in line. I noticed that the bagger was staring at me. He was smiling a bit too comfortably, a bit uncomfortably at me, like he wasn't using his muscles to smile. It was more like one or two fingers to his cheeks and pulled upwards to draw the corner of his lips into a smile. I know. That sounds way stupid, doesn't it? Anyways, I smiled politely at him and took my groceries from the end of the belt. And when he finished bagging them, I freed up a hand and thanked him for his service. And that's when it happened. His his lips moved and he said in a deep voice, "You're welcome, miss." I stood there in complete shock for a moment. I figured I must have been exhausted because there's no way that just happened. The next day, I was walking down the street. The air was chill and cold, and I was enjoying all the smells and sensations of the coming fall. That's when it happened again. I saw a woman staring at me.
Guys.
What? She didn't take her eyes off me. She had that same eerie smile. It was uncomfortable as she got closer to me. She parted her lips and spoke to me. "Nice weather today, isn't it, miss?" Then, uh, uh, okay, and then nodded and kept walking. I stopped in my tracks once more. It was dizzying because of its impossibility. Several other people spoke to me since then. It was always innocuous things like, "Need any help?" Scroll please. Uh, Wait. Oh, "Need any help today, ma'am?" Or, "You're looking lovely today." Nothing vicious. The strangers were all very friendly, albeit all with the same creepy grin. But the mere fact that it was happening was terrifying, yet also strangely hope bringing. Does that sound right? I don't know, but soon, everywhere I went, I would hear voices of certain people I was near exchanging pleasantries with me. I even told my doctor this. and he assured that no, it isn't possible this could happen, and yet I know it is. It is happening to me. Scroll, please. Frankly, I was confused as shit. Look at all. Look, that's all great and all, but people talking to you and saying nice things isn't at all a paranormal experience, even if they smile weird. It was the next thing she said that changed my mind. And that's the response most people would have. But here's the thing. Somehow, I'm hearing these people talk when I can't hear anything else. I don't hear birds. I don't hear cars driving down the street. Scroll. I don't hear the tapping of the keys on my keypad. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything because I've been fully deaf since I was 4. Oh shit.
Isn't that creepy?
Yeah. That means that means she's been hearing voices in her head the whole time.
Yep.
That's not right.
He was deaf since she or he. Sorry.
I think it was a she.
Okay, yeah, she's been deaf since she was 4, but for some reason, she was hearing voices,
Oh jeez.
dark voices.
Damn.
Yeah, isn't that creepy?
That's
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm gonna stay up tonight, guys. Good job.
No, that's a good idea for a skit, maybe potential.
Deaf ears.
Yeah.
Or no. I got the title.
Okay.
Voices.
Falling on deaf ears. You know like the term the term message fallen on deaf ears or something like that? Meaning your message never got through.
It feels too long for me for a title. I don't know, for a horror title.
I was just thinking voices.
But that
Yeah,
seems too
voices
cliched,
work.
though.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I was thinking that song. I hear voices in my head. They come to me. They understand. They come to me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that'd be a cool, like, short skit we could do, actually.
Hmm.
I don't know who'd be the deaf guy. I think you would be the candidate, Nick, because you're half deaf.
Really? I'm not that deaf.
I mean, you're left ear, right? You said you can't hear that good.
Well, no, it was my right ear. I mean, I can hear, just not as good as my left ear.
Did you ever try Wet Willy?
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
You never know, man.
Yeah, I tried that once. It
You
actually
tried?
worsened it for a moment.
Oh.
Yeah. All except it wasn't really a wet willy. It was just water in a Q-tip and try to go from there. That didn't work out at all.
What about a big black dick? A wet one. Or no, a dry willy. Try that.
Yeah, I
Or
tried that a
double.
lot. That's no.
You tried that a lot?
The dry willy,
Yeah.
yeah, didn't work.
Did you give me a dry willy?
No. But I'm not delving into that. That shit's personal.
I know, so that's a yes. Anyway. One more segment
Okay.
before we end the night. Advice corner, I guess. You know the
Okay.
scenarios thing? So the
Mhm.
scenarios, and then you give advice, and then we just kind of give insight on it.
Okay.
What is the last advice you've heard someone ask you for?
Geez, I can't really remember any.
Like
I guess-
anyone ever vent to you and you went Dr. Phil mode? So in hindsight, no, sorry.
Well, there is one I could give if it makes sense to you. I guess one advice I would give is home is not a place where you live in. Home is where your heart truly belongs in. Home is where your heart truly belongs, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Kind of.
like for example, the best example I could give is like personal experience. Like ever since I left for the Philippines, you know, and then I came back a somewhat different person. Like I don't even want to call Hawaii my home anymore. That's how much I changed ever since I left.
So you seriously want to move to the Philippines?
Well, yes and no. Yes for a while, no for, a long period of time. Like if it's just a little small stay, like say couple months, then sure, why not? But if it's permanent, then no way. That means I'll have to go through a bureaucratic nightmare of changing my citizenship from US to Philippines, and that's something I do not want to do.
Right. Oh,
Well, isn't that kind of vice versa for for like people in the Philippines who want to try to get here too?
Yeah, that's true. But then you're switching from a first world country to a borderline third world country. In a sense, you're kind of like downgrading. You know what I mean? Whereas it's more understandable for the reverse, where you come from the Philippines and then you make a name for yourself in the US, which is perfectly fine and understandable.
right. Oh, I know one way to end the podcast. Our last segments would be called quotes of the day. And Nick, you kind of said your quote already, right?
Yeah,
Unless you have another one.
no,
Not that you
that's
can,
all I can think of.
not that you can think of right now. Okay. So here's my quote, and you guys may or may not get this.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a young man, I had liberty, but I did not see it. I had time, but I did not know it. And I had love, but I did not feel it. Many decades would pass before I understood the meaning of all these three, and now, the twilight of my life, misunderstanding has passed into contentment. Love, liberty, and time, once was so disposable, are the fuels that drive me forward, and love especially. And for this vast and wonderful world that gave us life and keeps us guessing, endless affection. Forever yours. By. Do you guys have heard that?
This is from Assassin's Creed.
Well,
Isn't
you know it is. Who wrote it? Who wrote it?
it? Ezio Auditore.
Yes, the greatest assassin
I'm like,
who ever lived. I know it was coming to you, yeah.
I was like,
No, because I was
Oh,
watching
man.
Embers today in the morning, and I was like, damn, that letter is deep. That letter, man.
I think the one that hits home for me would have to be Connor Kenway's quote in the Assassin's Creed 3 trailer, where he says, "They speak of liberty and justice, but for whom?" Which makes you question, yeah, what is liberty, in this country now?
At that
It makes
time,
you question.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that time, that was break away from, a tyrannical king, which is understandable. And now you have a country which at one point enslaved people just because they were different. They even went as far as into attempting a genocide of a tribe that lived there for generations. And I'm like, what's liberty supposed to mean to everyone else if not you?
Yeah. I think all these assassins have had like a double life, kind of like, they
That
their
yeah,
main
that
purpose is to protect the ones they love, from pain, but they're also inflicting it on
yeah,
on others.
which is pretty ironic and hypocritical to a certain extent. But then it also makes you question, could he actually be doing the right thing?
That's why.
Like for example, I'll throw out a real world example. Anonymous, the hacktivist group. If you hear them all the time, you think they're annoying because they're hacking into systems, and it may or may not affect you. But then once you find out that the government has been doing some wrong things and probably still doing wrong things behind the people's back, you start to wonder, maybe they're actually doing something right, you know?
Yeah, but in terms of like right, like who's right or wrong in this situation, that's the thing they have to kind of figure out as assassins.
Yeah.
Because they're killing people, but they're protecting life also.
So really dumb question. Are we all dressed up as assassins for Halloween this year?
I doubt it.
Pick your own assassin. Wait, who did Michael Fassbender play? Which assassin?
he
Was it?
played he played a newer assassin,
Oh, just a whole new
like
assassin.
new character.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be Altair then.
I might be. If I were to pick, I'd probably be Connor.
Because he's just like the Captain America.
In some way, yes.
How about you, Phil?
What is? I guess the obvious choice is to go with Ezio Auditore.
He's the
Yeah.
most well-known one. Yeah.
Yeah, he did have 3 games, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
unlike any other one.
And he's had more girlfriends than any other assassin in the games.
I mean, wasn't the opening scene in Assassin's Creed 2 like he was having sex with a girl and then he jumped out?
I think
Yep.
so.
One of the scenes.
Yeah.
He banged way more chicks than all the other assassans did.
He's a
If the
player.
other assassins did.
He's definitely Flava Flav.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Phil? One more quote to end the night.
I guess since we're on that Assassin's Creed wave,
The train.
that
we're
train.
rolling.
Okay. We must never give up the fight. The minute we do that, we have lost.
Yeah. Here.
That's
So
cliched. Like anybody has probably said that.
at one point in time,
Yeah,
sure.
at one point in time.
But it's a good one
Whose
because
quote was that?
that's the auditories.
Hmm.
But no, it's really good because it sounds cliche, but to a certain aspect, it's kind of true if you really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, we're gonna fail at points and stuff, but we must, no matter the circumstances, we should never ever give up. So we just gotta keep carrying on the fight no matter how bad it is.
Yeah. Another good quote from him is, it pertains to assassins. He says, "Fear not the darkness, but welcome its embrace."
Oh, okay, I get it.
From assassin's point of view,
Okay, yeah, now I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Use the darkness as your ally instead of fearing it,
Mm-hmm.
Because this was
Makes sense. That's very good.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right. Anything else you guys wanted to say?
No. I'm pretty swell.
Last one.
Go ahead, Nick.
Promise. Don't work hard. Work smart.
True that.
Didn't I mention that to you at one point in time?
I can't recall.
Work hard. I think I told you a couple of weeks back. I don't know. Because I always hear that at work, and then it kind of stuck in my head.
Don't work hard. Work smart.
Yeah.
I think that's a poster at my workplace.
Is it?
Like a really big poster.
Ironically, it may seem harder than it sounds, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's got you thinking, how can I work smart?
Yeah.
At the same time, not hard.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess we're not smart. Is that what we're taking away from this?
Well, I guess what I like to do is I like to look for loopholes if I can.
Right.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, I
Fair
get
enough.
you. But that's the hard part.
Looking for
find it.
loopholes.
Yeah, once you do find it, it's easy from there. So.
Yep. And even though that's not what they clearly instructed, you still got the job done regardless. So they can't berate you for that, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That is words to live by, though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's our last segment. I'm gonna name that. Words to live by.
Don't work
Words
hard.
to live. No,
Oh,
words to live by.
Yeah, that's our last segment for every podcast episode.
Okay.
All right, so the end of the night. Phil, one more word from our sponsors. Hentai Heaven. I mean, Crunchyroll. Sorry, mine was on other things there.
No, you're good. Anyways, so for those who are listening, if you love anime from all sorts, whether you're trying to watch it as a kid, well, now there's a way to do it. That is through via Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll provides a wide list category from all animes from Japan, and also some English translation as well. Um, but yeah, you go to Crunchyroll today, and you can start your free 6-day trial using promo code TrueAce. So go to Crunchyroll.com. Start watching every anime that you ever want to watch. Crunchyroll, everything anime.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right. So with that, we end the night. Have a good one, guys. Have a good week,
Shoot.
Thank you. You too.
and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye guys.
See ya.